It's totally different. Until we understand that, how we can get out of the body and then experience that state, even just without your body, is bliss because you're not dealing with any little things that you might have going on with your body. I mean, I got multiple things going on right now, and it's scary in one way, but then I'm kind of glad in another. But oh, my thumb is really bugging me. I can't use my hand, so it's not a good thing at any which level. But I got to get it taken care of. But just to show you how, one last thing, I'll let you finish that. But just so you know, for me, this morning I went to my partner. I told her an experience I just had. A week ago, I told her, I said, I wish I could find somebody that would inject peroxide into my finger. And she goes, that's crazy. I said, no, it's not. So this morning I went online and I typed injecting peroxide in a joint. And I got this big long article going into all the different things they inject to joints and the chemicals they use. And they said the newest treatment is watered down peroxide. And they said it's incredible the results they get from it. I was blown away. I mean, I said, now I just got to find somebody that will inject peroxide into my thumb. So in awareness, things come out of spirit without knowing this, of like who the person is or who's doing the research on it. Without any of that knowledge, the awareness is there. And they always say, if you look for a teacher, you'll find a teacher. It's what you want. We do bring it into our lives in some way. And usually it's good to put good things in our reality rather than bad things. So as I stated, when we go back to talking about protection, bring something positive into your reality, even if it's something that you're not 100% sure of, something that you really feel good about. I mean, I know my grandmother and my grandfather were the most incredible people in my life. Out of all the people I would want to just meet once or something, would be them. But would I want to live with them, stay with them? No. I know I'm going off into a different story, but when I was little, I stayed with my grandmother like every weekend. I was always with her. My father used to beat me and stuff, so I didn't want to go home. Didn't want to be there. So when I was with my grandmother, and my grandfather was a strong man. He was in World War One, and he taught me so many things about being a person, where my father was teaching me everything about not being a person, not being human. So yeah, I respect that. But I mean, I learned from that. So when you bring something into your reality, bring something positive that fills your awareness that soul can hold on to. Positive energy will bring a lot more positive things into that reality when you step into the astral plane. When you start looking at hate and anger, you bring Lucifer's demons around and everything else. And people say, well, that's not real. See, they believe, and this is the other part of all of this. People believe the parts that they want to. So when I say, oh, that's your truth. Well, your truth is your truth. I say, no, my truth's what's true. Well, you can't prove it. I said, well, you want to try it and find out for yourself and prove it to yourself, because your truth's not going to help you get anywhere. If you don't know how to travel the astral world, you're not going to be able to travel in the astral world. I had multiple deaths. I left this body so many times when the body was dying. I mean, I spent 35 years leaving the body while it was healthy, but I meant many times I did leave it when it was dying as well. Those experiences are incredible as far as a learning period after it's over. So when we go back to the word protection, it's simple, it's easy, and try to make things as easy as you can. I know somebody in one of the paths I studied said this: God realization is as easy or as hard as we want to make it. Mankind mind, the human mind, will make it 1,000 times harder than it is, where a child is much more connected to that idea from the start. So as we move forward, we have to work these things out in our own self as the way we react with that. So I hope that kind of answered that question for you enough. But when we create the energy, like I say, music and all those things help make the energy around that positive. And the guys already know that you're trying to do it. Now, what
Yeah,
they're looking. Okay.
that is actually, yeah. I'm glad you went into detail about that, because that gave me some ideas for my future lessons and stuff.
Well, what I was going to say is, like, when you create all that, it creates this energy around you. But the guides already know they're waiting for you. They've been waiting a long time. But now they do want to see the commitment. Angels and deities and guides don't come to souls that aren't ready. I mean, it's a person that goes fishing for 5 minutes, casts his pole. I didn't catch nothing. I'm leaving. You think Spirit's going to come down and try to work with that person? Why? They don't waste energy. We do. They don't waste time. We don't have time to waste, and we waste it more than anybody else. We can move in. We could change this reality, this whole world. Imagine if we just worked together. 7.4 billion people working together, and maybe a couple million here and there working together is so different. And with different viewpoints and ideas, it can be incredible. But no, we insist ego and better and more important words, meaning who we think we are. It destroys all that. So angels and your guides have to deal with that on a constant basis. So all the people that claim to work with angels, I listen to them speak. And I feel sad because they come up with stupid things. Well, I talked to God, I talked to an angel, and they said this. I said, really? What's that going to help? And, in some offshoot way, it's about making money. Spiritual awareness has nothing to do with money. It never will. And as long as we create the idea that, well, if we become aware and we become spiritual, we can have everything we want. No, we can't. And if you become spiritual, you realize you can't have anything you want just because you want it. Spirit only gives things to those that deserve it. Not like, well, I'll give everybody it. No, everybody doesn't get it. Everybody's not equal. I know people hate to hear that. Oh, no, we're all equal. Because no man wants to be put in a position where they're not equal to everybody else. So let's make it that we are all equal. No, we're not. Don't tell me that a disabled person is equal to a person that can walk and do all the other things. They're not. I mean, they push 10 times harder to get to the same place that the other person already is. And then they can move forward from there. But it's different. It is so different. The idea of programming that we have. So when people are ready to become aware, it comes time to determine what you have, how much of it is true, how much of it is important, and how much of it are the lies that you have been taught or programmed to believe and accept. Now, while that's going on, we still got the daily life, meaning who you talk to today, who you talk to tomorrow, who you want to believe, who you want to go see, and all those kind of questions. You need to know, and I'm going to put this out there, I don't think too many people talk about it either, know how to tell if somebody's real or not, if what they're saying is real or not. No matter what they say, no matter how they say it, no matter what they believe, is it real or is it not? You can determine that, while they can't. And I'll try to explain that. Somebody had 100 dreams in the past 10 years. And it was all about them being this super powerful whatever. And they could do all these things. They could heal people. So in their physical reality, they think they're that. And they believe that. Now, the truth and the lies. How do you determine if that person's telling the truth, or is he lying, or does he know the truth at all? Well, I didn't go into this, I don't think, ever, which I'm going to go into right now, is what techniques, what devices, what things out there can help you determine if somebody's telling the truth or a lie. Some things you can do, some things you cannot do. For instance, I could torture any person on this planet and get them to say anything I want them to say. Period. I don't care who they are in a short period of time. Now, the government used a thing called waterboarding, a horrible way, but it's almost killing somebody to make them talk. Yeah, that's one way to make a person talk. But then we came out with the lie detector test. And on a lot of these shows, dating shows and stuff, they give them a lie detector test to see if they were cheating, to see if this, to see if that. Some people can beat it because they're not so attached to the nervous system where they can like relax the nervous system so that the machine can't see it jump. But then again, it does help pinpoint a lot of lies in most people. That's the first way. The second way, which I think they should use in a murder case, rape case, and things like that, it's called truth serum. What I just read, they have like 6 different kinds right now. They call them psychoactive medicines, meaning it stills the thinking to make it like a computer without its own consciousness. And you
Yeah,
answer
I've
the
heard
question.
about that.
They used it when I was younger, believe it or not. And here's something funny. When you used to go to a dentist and they were pulling your tooth when you were little,
Hey, Tommy, your audio is getting pretty bad.
messed up. Hold on, let's see if we can do anything with it. Hold on. All right. Let me just see one other thing here.
All right. Well, I can hear you clear now.
All right. Okay. What I was going to say, when you have your tooth pulled, when you were little, they used a form of truth serum, believe it or not, to put a person in a state where they could pull their tooth out.
Yeah, I think one of the main chemicals is sodium pentothal.
That's one they use, yes. But what I was going to say is, when they give it to you, if the dentist asked you any question, you would answer it. But, you know, I had my tooth pulled. I was little. And when I had this horrible vision when I was under it. I was walking through fire, just burning up, and just walking through the fire. And then I see him trying to call me back, Tommy, and I'm looking at him like I don't know who he is. And he goes, "Are you okay?" I said, "Yes." He goes, "You got to throw up?" And I said, "Yes." He goes, and everything he asked me, I just said yes. I didn't even know how to respond to anything. But I was like, my mind was coming to, and it was like fighting everything. But when you give it to a person, and you ask them questions, they answer it. And it's like their mind is kind of blocked, but it's like a computer bank. And you can pull out any of the questions and see what was programmed in the mind. So it's a more positive, percentage-wise way to find the truth if somebody's telling the truth or lying. And I'm sure you're not going to be able to give every friend you have truth serum to see if he's telling you the truth or not, or to see if they know the truth or not. So, I mean, I'm just putting them in there because I go through this a lot in my mind, and I say, how do we get a prisoner to tell the truth, and why not find out the truth rather than putting an innocent person in jail or a guilty person and let them go in free? Because a lawyer will get anybody free if they can, the same as a lawyer will get anybody put in jail if they can, depending on what they're getting paid to do. And it has nothing about the truth. So now we're going to take that to where I feel this is going to be a little more important as far as where we're going to go for the next hour. I don't know if I should give us a break or not, but let me just take one sip of water so my throat doesn't clog up on me. I like to play TJ's music just to give the idea that she's still here. On the show. But, all right, where we're going to go from here is how do we determine if somebody we talk to or work with or follow or go to listen to is real or not. Now, this is a technique. It works if you're close to a person. It's not going to work if the person's on the other side of a 2,000 people filled room